What is going on, guys? Welcome back. Commentary for you. So with Chantal on a bit of a hiatus, I wanted to cover something a little bit strange. I found this channel actually through another reaction channel. And I've got to say, it's one of the most outlandish YouTube channels I've ever seen. Now, first of all, you can have crazy videos, but grown man going out, cooking, claymation, showing off his reptiles, periodic walks. It's nothing truly out of the ordinary, but I think what is so strange about this channel is the time frame and the way it's recorded. So these videos date back mainly 10, 11 years ago, and then seemingly after a 7-year hiatus, they returned as if nothing had happened. Now, this channel, again, staying dormant for those 6 years, had a lot of people going and looking at the videos, but they never once posted. They never once addressed the absence. You just had this striking change in video quality. And that's why I wanted to start with this video here, because I think it really shows overall, I guess, what we're dealing with. I'd like to point out that these seemed to be dubbed over VHS film, but none of them have a timestamp. None of this was edited in post-production, which very likely means this may be one of the only YouTube channels in existence where someone was filming using a VHS camcorder for the sole purpose of dubbing it over to post digitally on YouTube. That actually requires, believe it or not, a ton more work of actually getting the film, converting it over, not actually properly editing our audio channels because there's volume on only one side, than it ever would have done just to simply film something digitally, which would have been available at the time. So with this video here, we're building a barbecue for, quote, no money. And of course, the first thing we're going to need to acquire is bricks. So for this, Paul recommends getting them from a building site. And that's, of course, if you have permission. If you don't, well, that's okay. Just pretend you're scavenging in the woods. Now, once we get our bricks put together, we can build this in our living room, apparently, and then use a tray from our oven to grill on. We also are told if we're doing this in public, like for an event, that we're going to need a more permanent setup. Because if we don't have that, people will come out and complain about the lack of safety with our barbecue. And when it comes to safety, obviously lighting barbecue is always a challenge, but Paul is going to show us a couple great ways to light them. Now, in a separate video, he actually uses a spray deodorant, of all things, to light, but this time, maybe the bit more old school method of just using gasoline. Now, once this is lit, we see what appears to be 2 pork chops, according to him. I thought they were chicken breasts grilling, and this, of course, lets Paul know this has been a wild success. There are also, I'm just going to leave some comments here because I'm not going to put the comments for Chantal's videos in this, but there are people that literally think, this person was very much deranged and that this channel is just an insight into his mind. I will offer there's a lot of crazy things that happen on this channel, but none of it seem to be done for dramatic effect. All of it seems to be done on free will and literally gives the glimpse into this person's life in a way that I think YouTube was originally intended to. Love to know your thoughts on this. Appreciate you watching it. I will be back as soon as I can with more content.